no parasipege, Torpa dan tam jen jen bala barde ju bara zeba dam je je zor zebe manam ka dan nyambe sim jen dam je dewa dan de dong hara dan rar nyor de lana me ba yang da bara zobe zan jo rumbo je to bara sa da san tra achieve enlightenment. I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. We take refuge in the Kandaru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the Mandalas or Yadams. We take refuge in the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas and Dakinis and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, and likewise in the example of Bodhisattvas. As previous Buddhas invested the enlightened mind and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path, I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to complete stage of the path. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge under enlightenment's reach. By the merit of Janarasta and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have a happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down respectfully with my body, speech, and faithful mind to all Tathangatas in the 10 directions. Those who have already reached the Tathagata state, those who are reaching it at the present, and those Tathagata state to come. Through the power of Samandabhada's prayers, may all Buddhas manifest vividly in my mind. I posture to them, multiply in my body as many times as there are atoms of the earth. In each atom, I visualize as many Buddhas as there are atoms, surrounded by countless Bodhisattvas. Thus, all space is filled with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I praise all Buddhas through manifesting, chanting, expressing the great ocean of their excellent qualities. To all Buddhas, I make offering of various pure flowers, flower garlands of music, anointing oils, many vessels light, and fragrant incense. I make offering to them of fine garments, perfume and purple, poured eyes, moon, meru, and orange in the most beautiful way. I visualize the highest and the most extensive offerings and offer them with great faith to all Buddhas. I praise to the Buddhas and make offering to them following the deeds of the great Bodhisattva Samandabhada. I confess to you, Buddhas, whatever negative actions I have committed due to power of anger, desire, and ignorance. I rejoice in the merit of all the Buddhas and the 10 directions of the great Bodhisattva and the Pakika Buddhas, those who have attained hardships, those who have entered the path of hardships, and all other beings. I request to all great protectors or Buddha to turn the highest way of Dharma as a light dispelling the darkness of beings in the 10 directions and leading them gradually to the enlightened state. I supplicate Buddhas intending pass into nirvana to living long for as many eons as there are atoms of the earth in order to benefit all beings. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, all these are dedicated. The ground is sprinkling with the scented water and the strewn with the flowers. It is adorned with the Meru, the spirit mountain, the 4 continents, and the sun and the moon. As a Buddha fair, I offer it. May all sentient beings attain the happiness as a Buddha fares. To the Lama who possesses the 3 kayas, I offer the altar, inner, and the sacred offerings with my body, wealth, and all that is visible. Please grant me the supreme realization enlightenment. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying for the sake of enlightenment of all sentient beings, all this I dedicate Om Guru Rena Mandala Panzamanga Samandra Savarena Samaya Home, our equal refuge, honoring of the world. Your friend provides the 3,000 words. You are the victor, Vajradhara, with our dropped, our bow at the feet of Father and Jiki Zungu. Continually, I think of no one but you. Compassion, one grant your blessings. Despair, darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I can realize unliberated nature of mind. Please turn the way of the Dharma of the two vehicles and the combination according to this disposition and likewise the mental capacity of sentient beings. His wisdom is brilliant like the sun, free of clouds of two worlds, and perceive the various steps of knowledge in the true nature. For this reason, he holds the wisdom text at his heart. He has compassion for all beings who suffer from the darkness of ignorance and the prison of samsara, as a father for only son. Like a thunderclap, he wakens those who are sleeping in ignorance and losing the chant of karma through the 60 branch of Haramana's speech. He wears the wisdom silver to cut the settling of suffering and to dispel darkness of confusion. And the Bodhisattva form, he is pure from beginningless time, fully accomplished in the 10 level and perfect in the body of all knowledge. I supplicate you, Manjushri, adorned by 112 sons of Buddha, to dispel darkness of my ignorance. Om Arabazanade, 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 Om Arabazanade. Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Arabazanade, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram, Om Wangeshoram. You who are the perfect youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blesses and dispel darkness of worldly ignorance, are posted before you and praised you, Manjushri. Yunegelen Changwaibo, Yishe Drume Rabdembar, Jiden Tomo Mensarwa, Jambara Yangla Zanzerdu, Tangpe Tuje, Xiaoche Rexen Chong, Yinje Meto Deje Bongjongba, Serje Lembo Tavere Jibeke, Shaje Jarbe Jalai Zorwande, Dorjen Chanjen Delo Narotang, Marba Malai Chije Gamboba, Pamote Bai Jarwa Indigombe, Kaju Lama Namlai Zorwande, Rome Jije Yenje Bodang. Isum Sanje Genje Ngoye, Ransem Chike Ngongsom Donzebe, Save Lame Jablai Zorwande. So next, Namo Guru. You ready? We're going to sing the Namo Guru.
Put my own, okay?
Yeah.
Can you tell who's the host if they can allow me to? Yes, Debbie.
Who? Debbie, are you host?
Marilyn is.
Oh, Marilyn, can you? What is
Screen
the
share?
center to meditation Garchin? Can you? What do you need?
Let me open my mic.
Oh, can you open her mic?
Oh, okay. Just a second. I didn't close them, so I have to figure. Who is it listed as Gabby Lou?
Yeah.
Center medicine no also Garchin.
Okay, got it. Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
Okay.
So sure.
What do you want?
Translator Marpa knows how I supplicate you with one pointed mind, full of yearning. Guru, grant your blessings so that grant your blessings so that be realized like Guru grant your things that may be realized like a gentle rain falling in the highlands of Appalachian snows. Your instructions flow together into a lake, remembering again and again, Gloria Shepherdore. I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like this optimist in the dark night unfolds. Find a flowing streets in the waters of Ireland. Remembering again and again the king of physicians, I supplicate you with one pointed mind, full of yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like shoots sprout in the land of our mother. You reveal the treasure of the secret doctor. Remembering again and again and again the Lord Himself born Buddha. I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of yearning. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like six rains moving me the north in the raging not six springs prevail of six realms of pain. Remembering again and again the kind lords of Dharma, I supplicate you with one pointed mind, full of journey. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized. On the crown of my head, on a sun and moon sea sits my kind Guru, inseparable from Vajradhara, remembering again and again my kind Guru. I
I supplicate you with one point in mind, full of your need. Guru, grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like Guru. Grant your blessing so that I may be realized like
Thank you. Okay, so next, Milarepa's Guru Yoga. Do you receive? Everyone have Guru Yoga? Okay, we do the once English, once Tibetan. Above the crown of my head, up in lotus of the moon, is Egyptian Jebadorje. The color of our body is color blue, and he wears the white cotton. The laws of his hair are turned upwards. His right hand is the hair close of his right hair. His left hand is in the resting in commemorative Muda, ordained scorecard. Drilling with his veins over the troubling filets of promoter wisdom, orderly blessing with the majestic brilliance, resounding with the melodious invisible warrior songs. Through your compassion, think of me with love. Bless me to attain the five kayas and the five promoter wisdom. Bless me to meet with the inner face of the way things are. Bless me so that the deserved thoughts arise as meditation. Bless me so that I may bring negative condition into the path. Bless me so that negative actions, misdeeds, and obscurations are purified. Bless me so that the purify of the will are served. Bless me so that I will generate revelations of samsara. Bless me so that I will accomplish the rainbow body and the kachara. Go back to Tibetan. Ranga jevore pede jezen jebai dorjene komdo ngosan rekar sor Vurara jinda sobaye saye ninja degarade yombe nyamya tujaranam yeje ongain rupelo zezen rabde bavar yo yome dorjin griyaindo tuji dalai zevegong Ganga yishe ngado zinjilo, nelo ranjaran jawara zinjilo, namdo gomden jawara zinjilo, jinge namde longwara zinjilo, lenge deje tabara zinjilo, tarwa gosai chupara zinjilo, Korwai jen loi je war sinji lo Jale Karjun Rabar Sinjilo Hong Ai Guru Hazai Benza Hong Ai Guru Hazai Benza Hong Ai Guru Benza Hong Ai Guru Benza Om Ai Guru Hazai 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 Benza Om Ai Benza Om Ai Guru Hazai Benza Om Ai Guru Hazai Benza Om Ai Guru Benza Om. Okay. Do you like the song? I think everyone happy. So the phone is the keynote talk. Everyone mute. Okay. So next I'm going to share with you short Milarepa teaching. So also I want to do this transformation, this Guru Yoga, Milarepa's Guru Yoga. Maybe first I'll do this transformation, then going to share the teaching. Range Java Bede, Java Dujane, Kundongosareka, Zova, Jinda Zobaye, Sayan Ninja Degade, Ubenya Dujana, Yonga, Rubalon, Zera, the Bawar Show. Yumi Durjingoyando, Tujidala Sevegon, Yishonga, Yishi, Kunga Yishin, Ado Singelon, Eloranja Java Singelon, and the Gonda Java Singelo, Jingilan, the Longer Singelo. Lingi did the double Singelo, Tawakosa, Java Singelon, Kawashino, Java Singelon, Jalika Java Singelon, Gorombenza. On Angur Hassan Benza Hong, Jizi Jabba Durjuga, Ransa Tiranimi, Chilla Chivarta Badar, Miming on the Yamar Jagawan, the Yenor Saja Chimbo Durjane, Rowachi Jamaliban, the Yasalango, Jemala Jabba Durjela, so one the so Jemala Jabba Durjela, so one the Jemala Jabba Durjela, so one the so. Okay, so that's the transmission. Milarepa's Guru Yoga. So I'm going to share some story about Milarepa first. We are here, have many singers. So this, or most singers are new for Buddhists, right?
Yes.
Yes. How many new? 1, 2, 3, 4. You learned already, right? Yeah. Virginia. Okay, 4 singers is new, so I'm going to share some short story about Milarepa. Here is our singers going to sing every month in the center. Our planning, program, singing this song of realization, 100,000 song of Milarepa. So try to going to sing one by one. If you learn the Milarepa or the whole story, 100,000 song with story, then when you read this Guru Yoga, it's very powerful. So if someone don't know the Milarepa's whole story, then when you chant Guru Yoga, this practice, you cannot that much connection. So first you have to know whole story Milarepa, then you chant this Milarepa's Guru Yoga. It's very powerful, very strong connect, it's each word has different, really. You can connect with it to Milarepa. And you can feel, get blessing from Milarepa. And you can feel you purify your karma. And so your fears like your meditation is benefiting your practice meditation. So really you recognize benefiting yourself. So that's all is come from blessing. Blessing is you have to study the biography as a story Milarepa. You have to know. Then you arise like very strong devotion to Milarepa. If we don't know hard to connect with Milarepa because it's just, oh yeah, one Tibetan guy, he did many hardships, he is enlightened. So not easy to connect with that. So some people think, oh, he's a little bit crazy, you know, something you really cannot hard to connect. And you learn all these stories. Actually, good is a go starting from Vajra Dorjin Chang is Buddha, then Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Losa, Milarepa. That is more strong connection you get. So today I'm going to share with short stories each these lineages, teachers. That's okay for you? Yeah. We don't have much time. I'm going to just share very short. Actually, each one has each book, you know, biography. You can learn this each teacher's like history and story like they put effort for practice Dharma, how they get realized. So first this prayer today we chant Namo Guru is Buddha Vajradhara. Buddha Vajradhara is actually Buddha Shakyamuni. Yeah, not different than Buddha Shakyamuni. So Buddha Shakyamuni, ordinary people's beings' perception and high realized perception has different. So this form is for ordinary beings' perception. So see, we have a tanka here, exactly like that, you know, beings, people, other beings seeing. So then he shared the teachings. So that is called ordinary beings' perception. He was born in India or Nepal, so you know we cannot say India because sometimes they're complicated. Nepal people upset too. So used to they don't have India in the Nepal. It's the birthplace location to the Nepal and the Lumbini. And he was born, and then he was born is a princess. So King Sejang, his father name is King Sejang. The Buddha Shakyamuni name is Siddhartha. So he has different, of course, other beings, special, you know, yes, intellect and wisdom, compassion. So he just point is he's seeing, and during that time, he was the Siddhartha that time, there were many religions. And then these religions and the king, all this, you know, doing something, they're doing, you know, sharing things, not make sense really for him. Because he's recognized this, you know, is king and other many religions working together, they support each other. So the normal people don't have freedom really. So he recognized that, and that's not really make sense for him. He think should be everyone equal. So cannot be when you was born something special. You know, he think everyone must be equal, same thing, you know, because or when we was born, you cannot see anything like you are special. So you have to create you are special. Otherwise, you cannot say like I am special because I'm king's lineage. I'm Burma, another called the caste system, their lineage. And this too is very important in India at that time. So Siddhartha is the king's lineage. Is very high, you know. Second level is the caste system. There are 5. But some is cannot mentionable, too low. If you have names, it's still okay, you know. So the first one is Burma, second one is king. So these work together, these two support each other. Then they control all others. The point is Siddhartha not make sense for him. That's because he think everything should be equal. So then these kings and the Burmas there, you know, doing the kings support Burmas, they're doing the ritual things. So they are the God messengers, you know, because they are something special. God messenger, everyone. So who's that belong to that system? Caste system. Caste, I think. Caste, right? Okay, so then king have to offer to them, and then that work with the king together. So everyone, no choice. Siddhartha, he think should be everyone equal because he don't see anything different. This Burma's doing everything, no make sense for him. So he against the king, he against the Burmas. And he did a kind of a revolutionary again. And that's why he's went to, he said, I'm going to find the really truth. So he meditate, practice, and discovering true nature. So enlightened. The point is, Buddha Shakyamuni is revolutionary. He created democracy system, first democracy system in the world. Yeah, equal right. And the second, Buddha is first scientist in the world too. Truly, yeah, because he in everything is investigate, discovering true nature. So if you don't make sense, you don't have to follow. So you can use analytical, investigate, and then you have to find the truth. The truth has two things: relative truth and absolute truth. Relative truth is usually, our perception makes sense, you can follow. Yeah, not deluded something. That's called relative truth. So this morning, when you wake up, you know the Dharma Center is here. You have to go into sing, and you want to be here together. So that is a relative truth. It's when you come, it's Dharma Center is here. That is not deluded, right? That's called relative truly. You can find truth. And absolute truth is more beyond than that. So relative truth is temporary, but Buddha's teachings go more deeper level absolute truth. It's relative truth is only the truth. We don't have absolute truth. Then Buddha said he don't have to share teaching because relative truth we perceived, we received. And absolute truth is beyond us. We don't have that capacity because this eye is too small and we cannot see the reality truth. This air is too small. So we don't see this eye, we say no exist. Yeah. We don't hear this air, say that we don't hear it's no exist. That is our capacity. If one day you have like bigger eye, then you can see more something different. So that's why is even something we don't see, we don't recognize, we cannot say that is no exist, no truth. Because one day you can see something more beyond in that, recognize. Yeah. So think about the cows. When they eat grass, they enjoy with the grass, right? Because when they have a cow's body, when they have that perception, they enjoy that. But they change the life of human beings. The grass taste is gone. No more taste. They don't have a good taste. Then we don't want to eat grass, right? See, the cow's perception, the grass is great for them. That is temporary for them. But one day they change the body, the taste is gone. So that means everything relative is temporary. So Buddha's teachings go more beyond the actually relative. It's true. It's absolute truth. So that is another level, very, not easy that way to explain because we have to investigation, use analytical logic to find absolute truth. So absolute truth finding is using the logic, investigating, you recognize absolute truth. Intellectually, you understand the absolute truth. Then meditate. When you have intellectual, then you meditate, you practice. One day you realize yourself. That is called realization, absolute truth. So Milarepa is realize absolute truth. He has realization, absolute truth. So that's why yesterday I shared with you, Milarepa, he is always in absolute truth. He's seeing all these samsaric beings as crazy. samsaric beings seeing Milarepa as crazy. So that's why the Milarepa always have an issue with these samsaric beings. And you can see this, we go to this book, you know, he always have something issue like talking with like challenging or with these other samsaric beings. So the point is, I know Buddha Shakyamuni, so he shared the teaching, is generally teaching or is like this regular form, we call this form body, effort to and sharing teaching, then realizes seeing his form is different, then called Dharmakaya form, not this Namanakayana form. So it's called Dharmakayana form is representative, everything is emptiness, not truly exist. So that's why his form is blue color. Blue is representative or is emptiness. Then Buddha Vajradhara shared teaching to Telopa. Telopa is one of Siddha, is actually he enlightened being. Of course, first he's not enlightened. He's also same as a regular being as. So then he has teachers, he practice, study, and very high level philosopher's education. And then he, looking teacher like someone like really true, giving the understanding absolute truth. He wanted to go more beyond the samsara. So Vajra Yogini is the one of the Taras, actually we know the Tara. Tara has outer level, inner level, secret levels. So outer level Tara is Achichijadoma, inner level is Tara, secret level is Vajra Yogini. Vajra Yogini prophesies him, Telopa. So he used his action is totally different because no same is like ordinary. I mean the regular monks, practitioners doing. So he received some instructions. Have to serve. You have to serve, right? Serve or serving, yeah, serving for the actually called the what is it, the postures, right? It's like someone get money for the body selling, right? What is it? Posture, yeah. So someone he received instruction is like you have to serve postures. Then he's serving them. That she is actually the posture who own that kind of a group. The owner, she also something special lady too. So that's why we cannot say like people what they're doing jobs. You really don't know who they are. These beings benefit different ways. So he's serving them. She gave him the job to the master. Master, so like you terror is a master. Yeah, master, right? Master seat. He have to snatch, right? Master seat. He did that. He realized because master seat can create oil, and he recognized you can create yourself as a Buddha. So through that he realized. The point is then he's realized that he shared many teachings, so he's become very famous. All these people who doing these jobs, everyone follow him. He liberated everyone. So that's the Telopa. Then Naropa is the one of a very famous university in India. It's called Nalanda University. All these Buddhist scholars come from Nalanda University. So Naropa is the scholar in Nalanda University. There's 4 famous scholars. 4 famous, because this 4 is I have to say 4 directions. So called the 4 gatekeepers. So why they have the 4 gatekeepers? Because these 4 directions coming into non-Buddhists and the scholars debating. So they come to the gate first. They're debating, and if they lost, they go back. If they win, they're going to charge this whole university. So that's why this Buddhist, this university protection is the very high level for philosopher have to stay 4 directions for debating and subdued non-Buddhist. So then one day this Naropa has also vision of Vajra Yogini. She prophesies him, you need a teacher. Actually, he is a teacher. Truly, he is a high-level teacher, Buddhist philosopher. So she told him, you need a teacher. Teacher name is Telopa. You have to look Telopa. So then he gave up everything. He left university. He looking Telopa, long story, many stories. But finally he found Telopa. Telopa is the bank of the river. He killing the fish and eating. So Naropa has dropped, oh, this cannot be Telopa. So Telopa never killed the other beings. So this is incorrect. He wanted to go where Telopa told him, don't dot. Don't create yourself dot, you know. Dot, yeah, dot. And killing is truly not exist. So he told that all these fish is alive back again. So then he recognized, oh, he's Buddha. So I did mistake. He apologized. He asked him to teach her. Then Telopa said, come follow me. He take with him, Telopa take Naropa with him. So he gave him nearly 24 times death. Punish, actually. You know, it's a big one is 12. Sometimes they talk about 12. Actually did 24. Bigger 12, small one 12. So included 24 times. So he give a hardship for Naropa. So hardship is like just not like our perception is a great way to giving him hardship. You know, he give hardship is a kind of like, you know, ordinary people seeing is non-virtuous deeds kind of way to give him hardship, ask him to stealing things, you know. So because the reason is Telopa, he has, Telopa is a yogi, enlightened beings. He don't have dualistic thoughts. Naropa has already higher level, but still he has a dualistic perception. So you have to go beyond in that. If you don't go beyond that, still you have perceptions, like say, okay, this good, this bad. I want to do good. So you already attached there. This is a bad, I don't want to do that. So then you hatred to like, you have already perception there. So Naropa, actually, the, you know, Buddhist basic teaching level is already high level, very high level. He has perfect morality. He has a view, conduct, everything. But still not yet free from this dualistic perception. So that's why Telopa give him punishes or is go beyond the, you know, this dualistic perception. So Telopa didn't have like stealing is bad and generosity is good, is beyond in that already. So the, you know, our perception, generosity is great. You know, stealing things is bad, but someone who has realized the both are not exist. Equal already. So that the go beyond the religion, actually go beyond the religion. So go beyond our perceptions. That's Telopa sharing to Naropa. That's why he give all these punishes. Then Naropa purify karma. And the last, they talk about the story is Telopa take out the shoes, hit Naropa's head. So you have to recognize your own nature. So no one going to give it to you anything. You have to recognize your own. So then Naropa wake up and he is enlightened. So then Naropa, the students, Marpa Lotsawa, he's Tibetan. He went to India 3 times. India, each journey takes 3 years. Some stay longer. So he learned from Naropa. Naropa give him so much punishment for him. When he finished gold, he have to go back all the way to Tibet. So then he collect the gold from in Tibet. come to India, ask Naropa give teaching. The Naropa give teaching when he has a goal. that time is like each journey takes a long time because everything is difficulty. You know, everything is in the feet. You don't have anything like transportations, so you have to cross the mountains. And he did that many times. And the last trip, he bring many goals. Naropa, he never seen many monthly. He looking everywhere, all over India. Naropa, calling Naropa and looking. Finally, Naropa show up him. He give all these goals to Naropa, please give me teaching. Naropa, all these goals throw it in the, in the jungle. So truly, Naropa no need a God, but he just, you know, make hardship for Marpa Lotsa because he testing Marpa Lotsa how it's like really care about teaching or no Dharma, you know. So the hardest is like, you know, you get a goal to offering. So that's they're doing. Then truly Naropa no need to go, he throw everything. Marpa Lotsa think, wow, so much you know, hardship, difficult to collect these goals all the way back to Tibet. He thought that Naropa said no, goals everywhere. He did it like that. They both are in the golden alley. So, you know, that kind of they have realization. So he showed everything's gold. Truly, nothing is impure there, he said. He told them, long as you realize. So then, anyway, Marpa Lotsa is become realization. He has stood in Milarepa. So today, the point teaching is Milarepa. When you learn this Milarepa stories, you have a strong connect with the Marpa Lotsa. But first part, everyone really upset. He kind of like hatred to the Marpa Lotsa because he pushed too hard in the Milarepa. You know, he gives so much punish for Milarepa, right? And then when you read the beginning story, everyone upset Marpa Lotsa. So then end, you see who Marpa Lotsa created Milarepa as a special person. So then you really recognize Marpa Lotsa's compassion. Marpa Lotsa was, you know, his effort, passion, and his wisdom, because he created Milarepa, and then this, you know, Milarepa, through the Milarepa, the lineage, blessings, and the Milarepa's you know, practice the whole life, like put effort, that still benefit all many beings. So the power is there all the time, always, like we can, you know, long as you practice Milarepa, you can feel connections. So more strong than other lineage teachers, because Milarepa, he did so hardship. When you think about the Milarepa and you read the story, and you naturally want to go to retreat or practice meditation. So that is a blessing. Blessing is there, so power of blessing. So now I share short story Milarepa. Milarepa was born in the Tibet, you know, kind of like Tibet has 3 sections, Kampa and the east part. Amdo is another area, and then central Tibet. So he was born central Tibet, and also more Ngari is like Tu is like more upper part of Tibet. So close kind of, I think it's for Bhutan, Nepal, the area, close to the area. His father is actually come from Kampa. Kam is like, I was born Kam, so his father is come from there. And then he went all the way up there and he married there, he stayed there. So his father is a business person. He's a business, he's become rich in the village. People doesn't like him. So he's rich. And also he's come from another, you know, location and not from that village. So then he has one daughter, and after that, Milarepa was born, son Milarepa. So Milarepa, first his name is Tupaga. Tupaga means, you know, his father went to business journey. And then during that time, mother delivery Milarepa baby. So then she sent a messenger to her, father, we get, son is born. So when he heard that the father, he's not there. So messenger told him, you get your son was born. So he's so happy. Father is so happy. When he heard that, he's so happy. So that's why he gave names. Tupaga means when you hear joy, and then he said, my son names Tupaga. So then he went back to home, and not too long, he got ill and sick, and then he died, father. So before he died, he wrote the letter, like kind of, where, right? Where, yeah. He wrote the letter where, and asked the uncle and auntie to help my family, please help them. Until my son is grow up, he take care. So then until that, please help them. Everything's, take care until that, until my son is grow up. So then he passed away. So uncle and auntie say, yeah, we're going to take care of everything. So everything take care, take everything. So take everything there. Then they give really bad food for his mother and the sister. And Milarepa, they are very, two is a sister, and Milarepa is very young, and the mother, they treated serving, slavery. So took everything. Then Milarepa is grow up, and he's become maybe teenager level. So then mother think, no, uncle, auntie, have to beg everything to them. So she create, like all these village leaders, and her some friends ask everyone come, and she also invited uncle and auntie. Then she read the letter. Her husband passed away, right? So he leave letter. She read that, no, it's my son is ready. Please give back everything for us. So the uncle and auntie said, no, we don't have anything from you. So they say, they beat his mother, and they go away because they say, we don't have anything. Actually, we're giving food for you, so we didn't ask you pay. So then mother really upset, cry, she think about a couple of days, and then she have an idea. Her idea is she has some small farm. She sold that farm and told her son, you have to go to learn black magic to care these people. If you don't care them, I'm going to die. So then she sold the farm and called this, what they get money or gold something. She give it to her son, take this, go to learn the black magic, to offering to the black magic teacher. So then Milarepa, no choice. So he went to looking for black magic son. And then that time is like a couple guys going there to learn the black magic. And she told Milarepa specifically, these guys is just fun, doing these learning things. You are not same as these guys. We have most difficulty in, we are most suffering in person in the world. So if you don't follow these guys just doing, happy and just, their fun things doing. You have to learn and you need to get result. Until that, you never ever come back to here. So she sent with them, but Milarepa went with them, these group guys, and when they get the teacher actually didn't share much, and she shared some little bit, and other guys like satisfied, they go home. Milarepa never went home, so he stayed. Then teacher said, why are you not going home? He said, I cannot go home because if I go home, my mother going to die. So you have to really teach me, black magic. Then that teacher sent what he heard from Milarepa. He checked the true or not. He sent the people to in the village, investigate it's true or not. So then takes actually a couple of weeks to go there, journey. So the person come back, he said, yes, it's true, everything. Then he gave teaching black magic to Milarepa. So Milarepa practiced he stay in, he put somewhere solitary place, practice using, this black magic. He practice and he accomplishment that practice. Then Milarepa went to very close to the throne. The throne has a monkey, he can see the village. He looked to the village, then the village he can see. So then he practiced this black magic there. And that time, this uncle and auntie has a big party because of their sons going to marriage. Uncle's son and auntie's their son, they're going to gathering marriage ceremony together. So Milarepa used black magic. Their house is like many levels. So first floor, they have a horse, the many horses. And the second floor, third floor, I think the people, they're doing party. And he did black magic. These horses become anger and hit each other. So one horse hit the pillar, and whole house is collapsed. And whole house is collapsed. All these people are dead in there. Except the uncle and the auntie never dead. Their son and everyone dead. So then, the village, of course, everyone's like cry and something going on. Milarepa mother went to her upstairs, her house, looked there. The house is collapsed, everyone crying, many people dead. She's so happy. She said, like, she have put something in the, yeah. And then this village, this uncle and auntie, the other people try to come to care her. And then this village, many people comes, they stop him. If you don't care her, otherwise her son going to another black magic. We all going to die. Please don't do with her anything. So she saved. And so Milarepa did that, but she still never satisfied her mother. She said, no, this is only for uncle and aunties. So no, what she did, another one is, she's the one of the, kind of in Tibet has like yogi, and they go all different pilgrimages. So they ask food, and then they eat that, and it goes everywhere. The meditate practice go everywhere. They're called the Jakam Kor, means like just going everywhere for the different, kind of pilgrimage, different this special place they're going. So one person, that kind of guy come into her house. She helped him and the food, everything. And then she very clever, Milarepa mother. She asked him, your cloth, I can help you, your cloth. So he has something like horse, like damaged. She said, I can help you that. And asked to give it to her. And so this guy gave it to her, his cloth for her. So she served and she put her gold inside here, his cloth. Then she wrote a letter and to give it to him. And she told him, if you go everywhere, so if you see the Tupaga, his name at that time is no Milarepa, Tupaga. If you see Tupaga somewhere, he went to learn these magics, please give this letter to him. So he said, yeah, I can do that. So then he went and he exactly get in this black magic teacher's home. So he saw the Tupaga, he gave a letter to him. Tupaga read the letter, he didn't understand. He gave it to teacher, he didn't understand. Then the teacher gave it to his wife. So his wife understand what it means. So then she wrote a letter is, never sun is shining. Never sun is shining is like West Cape. West Cape has golden, something shining. So she said, ask him to come in. The guy, he come in, she asked this lady, said, take out your clothes. I can have you wash. So he take out the clothes, she looked to here and they found the gold. And then the letter, what it says, you have to do another black magic for all these village people. Because mother upset village, whole village. Reason is the village knows everything, but they kept quiet. Then no one speak up truth. So that's why mother upset. So she told Milarepa, you have to do another black magic, something hurt for all these village people. Then Milarepa told the teacher, he said, you have to do another different black magic. He cannot share that. He sent it to another black magic teacher. So he learned that is like control the weather. Control the weather. So Milarepa learned that magic. He went again into close to the town, and then he did this black magic. He used the hairs. Yeah, hairs. Hair. Do you understand, right? Hairs. Big ones, like really big one, falling in the sky. Ice, big. You get hurt if you hurt to your head. When I was young, I get one big one. Is like big here. Many days hurt. It's really heavy, biggest ones. So he used black magic, and the village has a beautiful crop. Crop is food, yeah. So they have to interpret the farmers, the plants barley, the crop. So they have to ready to take cut and take to home, ready, almost ready, harvested, almost ready harvested, yeah. Then Milarepa used these hair storms, everything's destroyed. So all these village people are crying because no food. It's going to hunger. And then these village people all come together. They say, we have to care him. They're looking him. They found him, Milarepa. He's in the mountain because he's doing that. Then he ran. He has another guy with him. It's the black magic sent with him, another guy together. So then other guy let Milarepa run away. He said, if you guys stay coming with me, other guy, told them, the village people, we're going to do another black magic. We're going to kill everyone in the single village people. They're scared, village people, that everyone go back home. So then Milarepa went to his black magic teacher. So he found so many animals dead. Birds, because this hair scared birds. So he collect all everything in his cloth. His 100 he put in front of the black magic teacher. What are we going to do? We kill so many people and also see so many animals. Then black magic teacher also upset. He thinking about, he said, okay, no, you have to learn Dharma. We're going to die. So when we die, we have big negative karma already created. And then due to that, we're going to lower realms. So no, you have to learn Dharma, need to help me. So I have you already. No, you need to help me. So he told him that. And then he sent it to the Dharma teacher. Dharma teacher is Tibet has different lineages. The lineage is called Nyingma teacher. He went to there and he asked teaching. That teacher said, yeah, you are a lucky guy. Come to me because I'm very special teacher. He told him, I'll give you Dzogchen teachings. Dzogchen is similar as Mahamudra, but different lineage. He said, I'll give you Dzogchen teaching. You meditate night time is Buddha. You meditate day times you are Buddha. So I created you Buddha right over there. He told that he gave teaching for him, Milarepa. Milarepa think, oh, I'm a very lucky person. Because I wanted to play magic, I'm successful. I want to be Dharma, I can be successful. I can be Buddha. So he enjoyed and he slept. And 3 days after the teacher he come, checking him, what happened to you? He said, nothing happened. So then the teacher think about again. He said, oh, no. I did a mistake. I never say like that way. So I'm 100% wrong. You know, first I told you this practice, you're going to Buddha fast right away. That's also a mistake. Secondly, you and me, no connections. So I cannot help you. So now you have to go to learn, see the Marpa Losawa. Marpa Losawa is a Naropa's student. He has many students. He's a very good teacher. You have to see him. I cannot help you. He told that, Milarepa. So Milarepa heard the Marpa Losawa name. He just paused. You know, he cannot talk anything. He just hanging there. And the tear come from his eye, you know, body is kind of like different feeling. And then he saw joy again. So he promised himself, then he's going to see Marpa Losawa. So yesterday I shared with you when then Marpa Losawa received him, right? So he received in the farm and asked to hold farm and give beer to drink. And so then he come to his home and he receiving very nicely a couple of days, but then slowly he changed. So he asked the teaching. He said, okay, I'll give you teaching, but teaching is not like that easy. Do you know how my life was sacrifice went to India? So if you want to really receive teaching, you have to burn the house for my son. Mahalos has a son. So he's actually, he don't need a house, but he just, you know, point is he's telling him, Milarepa really can carry this Dharma lineage. So he asks him, you have to burn my house for my son. So Milarepa said, yes, I do that for you. Then Marpa Losa drew the house. And the shape is like in this computer, how to call? Just same.
Squares.
Square, yeah, square. Just the same as like computer. Yeah. How to call this?
Like a model? Like you need a model?
No, it's a
The shape.
shape.
Rectangle.
Rectangle.
Yes.
Rectangle or? No, just exactly. It's,
Rectangle.
how about this? How about this?
Square.
Square, yeah. He did it like that, square. So he drew all this house, what kind of house he need. Then Milarepa burned this whole house. So Milarepa take many, actually years, like he no any tools to, you know, like right now we get so many tools to you can use, right? Nothing, only use all is his hand and his body bag. It carry all these stones his bag and put one by one stones, go to very far away, get strong and carry and put there. He create a whole house. Then he want to show the house for Marpa Losawa. It's okay or no? Marpa Losa come to look the house, like, you know, he said, which this stone, where you get, you know, in the bottom of the big stone. He said, where you get this stone? Is you bring this stone or someone bring here? Of course, Marpa Losa knows everything. So he said, this stone I cannot carry because big and your son and other groups help me to put there. He said, no, I told you, you do this job. You know, you put my son as a servant. You terrible guy. You never get teaching, yeah? You terrible guy. This house is not useful. No, you have to take down everything. You cannot do any other people to put in your, you know, ask you to work for you or do for you. Take down and take this everything back to where you get. Looks like nothing happened here, you know. You have to do that. Milarepa did that, takes monthly, of course. And then he asked him, no, what I have to do? Can you give me teaching? He said, no, teaching, not yet. You didn't do the job. So he created another design, you know, take to another direction. So they have like different angles, you know, designs. So he gave it to him do these things. Milarepa take many, of course, 1 year, more than years, build that house. He comes, he said, no, this house is incorrect. Because I didn't think clearly when I told you do this. So you have to take down everything. So he take down everything again, put another, he's asked, put everything clear up. He did that. Then he take to another area, like he put east first house, then south, west, and north. He wanted to do 4 houses, or 4 directions. So then he take to he already did east and south. Now he asked him to do the west, right?
Yes.
West. He give another, the house shape, and like round like this kind of. So asked him to do that. Milarepa did it again. Then he said, no, this house is incorrect. Because people cannot live here. No useful. Why you do this? I didn't tell you this too. You do, it's incorrect. Let him take down everything. Then that house is like he put in the north. So it's rectangle shape, like this house, rectangle shape, something. And he led him to do that. And to finish that house, Marpa Loza comes, this house is terrible. This house only for black magic people use. No one use this house. You want to kill me. You kill so many people. No, you want to kill me. You created this house. You're terrible guy. You are killing, you're killing people. So no, you wanted to kill, you wanted to burn this. This is like black magic house, not people, ordinary people created like this house. So he beat him, Milarepa run and asked him, take down this house right now. So let him take down everything again. Then he come again, can you give me teaching? He said, no. I never give teaching for killer, people killing others. Milarepa, because already kill other people, he never share teaching for that kind of people. So then what I have to do? So you have to do house again. So then Milarepa said, no, I'm going to build the house, but I need someone between, you and me. So first you said this incorrect, I take down. Second, you ask me this all wrong, I take down. Third, I have to take down. So this is the 4th one. So we need someone for what they call someone come to say, someone middle person say, okay, you told this him. Kind of a
Mediator.
No,
Mediator.
Witness.
Mediator.
weakness.
Witness.
Yeah, Milarepa wanted weakness. So then Marpa Loza's wife is become weakness. So he asked her to help her to weakness. Then Milarepa burned the house. So Marpa Loza give all these instructions, everything. That house is still exist in Tibet. So he burned 9 levels. So called Mula Sinkar Goto is like, Sinkar is like 9 levels house, temple. He burned that one. Does it exist? No. So then he didn't take down that one, Marpa Loza. But he didn't give teaching. He burned that after. He said, no. Burn the house, you cannot receive teaching. So you really don't understand how Dharma is important. Burn house is nothing. He said, I went to India, like all my life sacrificed there. My gurus did so hardship. You just make couple houses, that is nothing. So you cannot receive teaching. He said, hey, you cannot receive teaching. Then Milarepa really tired, kind of like he think he's not going to receive teaching. He left from him. And Milarepa went to, on the way, the one family asked him to, can you read the text? Milarepa said, yes. If you read the text, I'll offer to you. So then Milarepa accept that, he read the text. So in the text, the Buddha's text, talk about these bodhisattvas, when you receive the teaching, and hold the sacrifice life. So Dharma is not easy to receive. Then Milarepa read these stories. He think, okay, no, I didn't put enough effort to study Dharma. So these Bodhisattvas did so hardship. I didn't do much, same as them. I have to go back again. And the point is, Marpa Losa wanted him come back. You know, he asked student, his wife, where is he? They told him he left. He said, no, he cannot leave. So he went into his Mahakala's room. He practiced Mahakala. Marpa Losa said, please bring back my son. Mahakala. So then, of course, this Mahakala, you know, Dharma protectors created this condition for Milarepa. He had to read this text. So when he read the text, he changed mind, he come back again. He come back, he asked teaching for Marpa Losa. Said, no, you already left. Why you come back? Who asked you come back? Go. You not stable guy. You know, you crazy. You have to go. No, he not here. So then Milarepa, Marpa Losa giving teaching with other groups. Milarepa come in there, and you know, say, who asked you come here? You cannot come here. You cannot receive teaching. Go. Milarepa said, no, try to stay, like, you know, like hide. He said, no. Marpa Losa get up, and he to hold his hair and push away and back in the outside, and then you hold the big stick, and Milarepa run. Then Milarepa very upset, crying. So then Marpa Losa's wife said, went to see the Milarepa. She told him, I have a method. You don't have to cry. You can receive teaching. I have you. So then what she did, she made the good beer and give it to Marpa Losa. Marpa Losa enjoyed the beer. He's sleeping. So he slept, and his room, like he slept this way, and he has some very special object. Special object is come from his teacher. So kind of a mala or something, like very special object. She's stealing these things, actually, and give it to Milarepa. She told him, you go to see, actually Marpa Losa's student, very high level teacher. So she wrote a letter. She pretending she is the Marpa Losawa. My student sent it to you. You have to give Dharma to him. Share whatever you have teachings, everything give it to him. So I give you this special object. This special objects come from my teacher. No, I give it to you. Give it teaching to my student, him. So she wrote the letter, give it to Milarepa, go. So he went to other teacher. He saw the other, then he went to other teacher. He told him, he showed the letter for him. He said he put the letter, his head, he did a post station. He said, no, we cannot do that. You have so special object come from my guru teacher's teacher. So now we have to special inviting to my temple. This is my dreaming, he said. He think it's truth, So he this all the special object, and he outside, we use incense and something umbrella, and many people holding the kata and bring into his temple. So the special object all is put in his temple. He very happy, enjoy. He said, okay, I share your teachings. So he give teachings, couple days. Then he has some thoughts. Could be this is not true. So then Marpa Losa told his wife, where is my student? He already went to other teacher. So he said, no one can give him teaching. Oh, then Marpa Losa, he checked where is he. He knows, of course, Marpa Losa knows where is he. He wrote a letter, sent it to that teacher. You stolen my students. You have to bring my student back. And also, the punish is You have to bring everything belong to whatever belong to you. Bring to me offering. Otherwise, you're going to go here. So he wrote a letter, sent it to him. And then that teacher also have already taught. Like he went to Milarepa. This letter is true. Then Milarepa said, not true. Come from his wife. He said, wow, Marpa laws are going to kill us. Really? So then he's so scared. He said, wow, we have to go to see him. Milarepa said, no, I cannot go. I cannot go with you. He's scared, right? He cannot go Milarepa because Milarepa already telling this thing to offering to the teacher. Teacher say, I have to go to see Marpa Losawa. I cannot do this. Then they're talking about that. Same time, this messenger comes. They give the letter to him. He read the letter. He said, oh, he's so scared. He said, everyone come. So he called all his students. And then he said, packing everything, whatever he has. He packed everything, that all the put together and take to the Marpa Losawa place. They on the way, they have to walk days, many days. Then they're going into Marpa Losawa, he offering everything. So you ask me, bring your student bag, I bring your student bag. And you ask me, bring everything, I bring everything. Marpa Losawa said, no, you don't bring everything. He said, yeah, I did bring everything. He said, no, you don't bring everything. Think about it again. So he told Marpa Losawa, I just cannot bring one God. God is like animal, God. Because she is broken hand, she cannot walk to all the way far here. Marpa Losawa told him, yeah, you don't bring everything. So you have to bring that for me first. So then he said, he looked to his student who goes, he has of course a student, right? That is teacher, he has other student. He looked to someone, his student got to bring. Marpa Losawa said, no, you have to go. You cannot take anyone with you here. You have to go there and bring that God for me. He said, okay, he did a prostration to his teacher and he went and all the way there and he carried that God because he cannot walk. Then couple of days after he come back and he offered to these gods to him. He said, okay, no, you good person. You okay. But this other guy, he called teaching is like black magic guy. He is terrible. He is no, he cannot receive teaching. So he said, I give you teaching for everyone here. Black magic guy, never ever come too close to me here. That's Marpa Losawa told them. So then he gave others, everyone request him, can you give teaching with him, us? He said, no, this guy is terrible. He already left, he let go. He no stable guy, mentally no good, physically no good. He created killing other people. So everyone, like he wanted me care. He also wanted me care. So he is not ready to receive teaching. Then he giving teaching for this other group. Milarepa so hunger for Dharma. So he sneakily into the Rome. Then Marpa Losawa very upset. He said, who asked you come in Rome? So then other students say, yeah, please let him to stay. He said, why you have this, authority? Like why I am the teacher. You guys stay kept quiet if you want Dharma. So then he get up, Milarepa really scared because he already beat him many times. Milarepa ran away. So then Milarepa ran away and he went to outside. So no, Milarepa think about, no, he think, okay, I'm really, really terrible person. I created so much difficulty for all these students. I'm really a fortune guy. I want to black magic. When I want to do negativity, everything is successful, everything is easy. So I wanted to do Dharma, everything is, kind of like obstacle, problem. So not only my obstacle, I created so much obstacle for others. So then his make decision is, I'm going to die myself because pray future life connect with the Dharma. So he said he did aspiration, reborn again, future life. If this life cannot receive Dharma, if I don't change this body. So future life, he pray and going to get Dharma. He tried to carry himself. Other people recognize that. And then they come and holding him, you don't do that. So you can receive teachings. Then he talked with him. All this Marpa Losa's wife come and other student come, everyone, just watch him whole day and night, not let him carry himself. So then next day, everyone went to again Marpa Losa, please give him teaching. He's going to carry himself otherwise. So then Marpa Losa said, of course, I'm going to teach him for him. You don't need to request, So ask him to come in. So then he put seat next to Marpa Losa's here. And then everyone comes, everyone sit down. Of course, Milarepa has still very scared. And he wanted to run very easily. He stay in the door. If something, Marpa Losa get up, he run right away, open the door. So he sit there. Marpa Losa asked him, come here. He's scared, he cannot come so close to Marpa Losa. He told him, come here, sit here. So today, teaching is for you. You are special guest to the teaching. You come here, you sit here. Then he comes sit there, he just so scared. Marpa Losa told him, you guys think I abuse him, but I never abuse him. I know this person can benefit many other beings. So no one can do that. Only he can do. When he comes first day, I know. So I'm going to doing this or punish is not my benefits. This is for him. This is for other sentient beings. So due to my wife, he said, my wife, she has too much compassion, always try to protect him. And that's why still he not purify all karma. If she don't do that, you guys don't try to protect him, I can make him Buddha through the punish. But still he has subtle level karma. So he have to meditate. I'm going to share all the teaching. He have to meditate. Then Milarepa think he's dreaming. He never think that is rare for him. So he think he's dreaming. Usually dreaming people check is can touch or not. Milarepa get up and he touch everyone. This is rare or not? Of course it's rare, So then he asked him sit down. He sit down and then he give teaching for him. And then Marpa Losa always say, you have to sit with me. So Marpa Losa always giving teaching. Other students go home. Milarepa have to sit with him. So he giving teachings all the time and for him, and then put in the retreat mountain. So they create cave in the top. Some mountain has cave, and the front they create the wall, and inside the wall, so he cannot see anything. So Milarepa inside the cave, and then meditate monthly. Then his meditation is become very high level. Mind, stable in concentration, and he can meditate like days. He don't recognize day and night separate. That kind he has ability. And then Marpa Losa put here chrome here is butter lamp. Put a butter lamp. He never move. So he meditate. And then sometimes the Marpa Losa come and check in with him. And you okay, what you need. And then he did meditate that. Then one night he has Milarepa has bad dreaming. So he's seeing his mother is dead, his house is already collapsed, and his sister is become beggar. He has all these dreamings for him. Then early morning he went to see Marpa Losa. Marpa Losa told him, you have to go home. So that time, Marpa Losa sleep, sun is hit to his head, when he come into Milarepa, come into his home, Marpa Losa's home, still Marpa Losa sleeping. So then when Marpa Losa wake up, he told him, why are you here? So he shared all these dreams. Then Marpa Losa told him, you are same as the sun. So you can benefit all this world, sentient beings. Because when you come in my room, sun is coming into my room and hit my head. That symbolize or this, that is very auspicious, and you have become same as the sun. You can benefit many beings. Then when you come in, I'm sleeping, so we are the last time meeting here. When you go home, you cannot meet me again. So that's he told him. And then he told all his students come, and they did soul offering, practicing, gathering together. And Milarepa asked his special student, go tonight, go home. What you have dream, any dream you have, come tomorrow, come to gathering, share each other. So then Milarepa went to, in the night, his dream is amazing. He come next day, he share his dream for his all student, the teacher. Milarepa dream is like sun, it's the mountain, snow mountain. Sun is shining top of the snow mountain. They have 4 pillars, 4 directions snow mountain. So 4 pillar, one top of pillar has a watcher, one pillar has top of the lion, one pillar Sagobota Singe. I think what is it then tiger, another has a tiger, another has birds, another birds, what is, I don't remember. Ego, could be ego or something, like 4 pillar has 4 different these animals. Then snow mountain and the sun. So he shared that to Marpa Losa. Then Marpa Losa explained this, his dreaming. He told the snow mountain is representative to, I think, he. His snow mountain is the same as me. The sun is his lineage. Sun is his lineage. And then he explained this each student representative. So he told Milarepa is same as a watcher. So Milarepa has a dream is a watcher in the top of the pillar. Then watcher is flew in the sky, become so many baby. Whole space is become whole watchers, flew to sky. So Marpa Losa told him, you have so many students that everyone's become liberating realizations. So your dream is a watcher, they create a baby, then so many baby appear and all is flew in the sky. So that sign is you have so many students, everyone's become realized, they're liberating. So then he told him, no, you're ready to go home. And so have to practice first, and then you can benefit others. So then he all give place names, which place you have to go to meditate. So mention about all different areas. So what difficulty feature you have, then he write letter, something, protection, and ask him to keep. When you have difficulty, read this, and any problem, difficulty you have, call me. So that's, he give all the instructions for him. So now we go to in this sadhana. Milarepa has a difficulty problem. He calling his guru again. So when he back to his home and meditate, practice, this one is called the Trail of Red Rock, Jiva Valley. Everyone has? Once great yogi Milarepa was staying at eager stair of Red Rock. So Milarepa stay in the Jiva Valley, absorbing himself in the practice of the Mahamudra meditation. Milarepa is meditating Mahamudra in that place. In this one, actually Milarepa already has a very high realizer. He's going to enlightenment. So we think about the Bodhisattva levels, first Pimi Bodhisattva, second Pimi, all the way 10th level Bodhisattvas. Then until 10th level Bodhisattva is called Buddha. So he already has a very high level Bodhisattva's practice. He has still like subtle obscuration. So he have to purify that. He have to conquer all these maras, demons. And that's why he have these, obstacles. When he meditated, the Maha meditation, feeling hungry, because he usually don't have food, he decided to prepare some food. But after looking about the found, there was nothing left in the cave, neither water nor fuel, let alone salt, oil, or flour. It seems that I have neglected things too much. Actually, he gave up everything. He didn't have much. Much means actually nothing. Even thieves go to his cave, they cannot find anything because Milarepa didn't have anything. He said, I must go out and collect some wood. So he wanted to create, food. He went out, but when he had gathered a handful of twigs, a sudden storm arose. So he collects some wood. This storm, the weather is changed because it's obstacle. The maras create obstacles for him. And wind was strong enough to blow away the wood and tear his rigid ropes. Milarepa didn't have the same as our ropes, but he has some cloth, like very just tiny, some cartons kind of cover some part of body. When he tried to hold the rope together, the wood blew away. When they tried to close the wood, the rope blew apart. So I know because of high mountain, wind is so strong, and everything can flow. One he tried to holding another, losing another. First, Milarepa thought, although I have been practicing the Dharma and living in solitude for such a long time, so he's thinking about himself. I'm still not right of ego, clinging. So he says, still I'm attached to these things. Why I'm not let go? What is the use of practicing Dharma if one cannot subdue ego clinging? So my practice of Dharma is useless because I cannot still let go this clinging. Let the wind blow my wood away if it likes. Let the wind blow my rope off if it is wishes. Thinking thus, he ceased resisting. Then he just gave up everything. But due to weakness from lack of food, he didn't have food. His body is really weak. With the next gust of wind, he could no longer withstand the storm and fell down in a faint. So he lost consciousness. Then he come to the storm was over. So storm is finished. When he woke up again. High up on the branch of a tree, he saw a share of his clothing swaying in the gentle breeze. So he saw his clothes hanging in the trees. The utter fertility of his word and all its efforts struck Milarepa. So then he think, he recognized this whole world is illusory and dreaming, fertility of this world and all its efforts struck Milarepa, and a strong feeling of renunciation overwhelmed him. So he overwhelmed, samsara. Sitting down upon a rope, he meditated once more. Soon, because he has this, overwhelming and these obstacles. So then he meditated. Soon a cluster of white clouds rose from Trovo Valley far away to the east. So he looked to mountain, very high mountain, looking to very far away east. The Trovo Valley is like Marpa lots of where he live, his teacher live. So he can see the mountain very far away. And then he see these clouds at top of the Trovo Valley. Below this band of clouds lies the temple of my guru, the great translator Marpa. Most Milarepa, right? Most means he's saying himself, yeah. So at this very moment, he and his wife must be preaching the doctrines of Tantra, giving initiation and instruction to my brothers. He thinking about my teacher, his wife, maybe sharing teaching for his brothers, means his, students, Marpa Losa's students. Yes, my guru is there. If I could go there, no, I should be able to see him. So he really thinking about his guru, in immeasurable, unbearable longing for his teacher arose in his heart as he thought despairingly of his guru. His eyes filled with tears, and he began to sing a song, Thoughts of my guru. So now he's going to sing the song. In thoughts of you, Father Marpa, my suffering is relieved. My medicant, so it's begging, he'd give up everything. Milarepa didn't have anything. No using your fervent song. Above Red Rock River Valley in the east floats a cluster of white clouds. Beneath the lake are rearing elephant, huge mountain rovers. So when he can put this song of realizations, or it's poetry, right? Beautiful. Beside it, like a lion lapping lambs and other pigs. So first he's talking about describe the place. In the temple of Trovo Valley, resides a great seat of stone. Who is not enthroned there? It is Marpa, the translator. If it is where you would be joyful and happy, though limited in reverence, I wish to see you. Though weak in faith, he said, I don't have enough faith. Actually, Milarepa has spring faith to the Marpa Losa. Compared to him, his faith to Marpa Losa, we are zero kind of, He has 100% devotion to Guru. But he just say, I don't have enough devotion. So that's usually this practitioners, no ego. Though limited in reverence, I wish to see you, though weak in faith. I wish to join you. The more I meditate, the more I longing for my Guru. So you practice more. Dharma means meditate, practice Dharma. You have more devotion to Guru, devotion to the Dharma. Then arise compassion to other beings. So we usually think, where is the devotion come from? Devotion is come from practice Dharma and meditate. Where is compassion arising from? Practice meditate, practice Dharma, then compassion arise. So otherwise we don't have enough devotion and compassion without practice Dharma. So you practice more, you more devotion to Guru, you're more connection for your Guru and the teacher and Yadam deity and Buddha. So other sentient beings. That's why he has this experience, because he said, when I meditate, the more I longing for my Guru. Does your wife, Damima, this is the Marpa Losa's wife, she is such a Dakini, very kindness person. She helping every beings. So, of course, other people, Marpa Losa, his wife, some people has more devotion to his wife than him. He's too wrathful, Marpa Losa. So, his compassion, but wrathful. The wife is very gentle and so love. That's why she calling Milarepa is my son. Milarepa calling my mother. So without his wife, this Damima, her name is Damima, Milarepa cannot go through this difficulty, because you need two things there. One is wrathful, one is supporting, lovingly, kindness, you taking care. So she taking care of him, when he don't have food, when he doing this, burdening the house for Marpa Losa. She giving food for him, try to give something. She all the time, taking care of him. So that's why Milarepa is calling her, Damima, stay dear with you. In here, I'm more grateful to my mother. So she is the spiritual mother for him. If she is there, I will be joyful and happy. Though long the journey, I wish to see her. Though prologue us the road, I wish to join her. It's not easy to on the path because there's so many, the gang people, bandages, like also thieves and gang, like same thing here in Mexico. We talk about the danger, that time also in Tibet, very danger there too. So people can take away everything from you. The story is like we can share tomorrow when Milarepa get in Marpa Losa's place. Marpa Losa asked him to care these gang people too. So I can share tomorrow some that part. It's not easy. The more I meditate, the more I think of my guru. We happy I would be could I join the gathering. It which you may be gathered the Hevajara Thunder is another teaching. Though of simple mind, I wish to learn. He said it's very simple, means he don't have enough wisdom, but Milarepa is, of course, he has wisdom. Though ignorant, I long to recite. The more I contemplate, the more I think of you. The more I meditate, the more I think of my guru. You may not be giving the four symbolic initiation of the aura transmission. If I could join the gathering, I would be joyful and happy. Though lacking my merit, I wish to be initiated. Though too poor to offer much, I desire it. The more I contemplate, the more I think of you. The more I meditate, the more I think of my guru. You may not be teaching the 6th yoga of Naropa. If could be there, I would be joyful and happy, though short my diligence. So these teachings he already received from his guru. So now he think maybe still he's sharing these teachings for other students. So that's why Milarepa wanted to join. I have need for learning, though for my perseverance, I wish to practice. The more I contemplate, the more I think of you. The more I meditate, the more I think of my guru. The brothers from Wu and Zhang. So this too is also the Marpa Losa's student. Could be one of these. Marpa Losa give the, punish Milarepa went to see another teacher. His wife had to go to see other teacher. So it could be this one. It's Wu. I think it's W-E-U. It could be this one. I'm not sure. And maybe there. If so, I could be joyful and happy. Though inferior my experience and realization, I wish to compare mine with theirs. Though in my deepest faith and veneration, I have never been apart from you. I am no tortured by my need to see you. This fervent longing agonize me. This grave torment suffocates, right? Me, pray my gracious Guru, relieve me from this torment. No sooner had Milarepa finished than the revered one, the gypsy Marpa, appeared to own a cluster of rainbow clothes resembling a robe of 5 colors with an ever increasing celestial radiance sufficing. His countenance and riding a lion with rich tapering, right? Trappings. He approached Milarepa. See, his guru is approached to him. So now we have to sing this first. Singers, please sing this song. Sing this thoughts of my guru. Thoughts of my guru.
We change?
Yeah. Change or this one, use this one. Yeah, it's okay. now. Make up something.
Yes. Thoughts of you, Brother Marpa. My suffering is relieved. I, the mendicant, now I sing you a fervent song. Above Red Rock to a valley in the east floats a cluster of white clouds. Beneath them, like the rearing elephant, a huge mountain towers. Beside it, like a lion leaping, looms another in the temple of Trovo Valley rests a great seat of stone. Who is now enthroned there? Is it Marpa the translator? If it were you, I would be joyful and happy, though limited in reverence. I wish to see you, though we can fade. I wish to join you. The more I meditate, the more I long for you. My guru. Close your eyes and be wise. Will prove you. To her I am more grateful than to my mother. If she is there, I will be joyful and happy. Along the journey, I wish to see her. Though perilous the road, I wish to join her. The more I contemplate, the more I think of you. The more I meditate, the more I think of my guru. How happy I would be. Could I join the gathering
the more I think of you, the more I meditate, the more I think of my guru.
May now be given for symbolic initiations of the oral transmission. If I could join the gathering, I would be joyful and happy. Though lacking merit, I wish to be initiated. Through though to pour, to offer much, I desire it. The more I contemplate, the more I think of you. The more I meditate, the more I think of my guru.
You may now be teaching the 6 yogis of Naropa. If I could be there, I would be joyful. Through short my diligence, I have need, I have need for learning, though for my perseverance I wish to practice. The more I contemplate, the more I think of you, the more I meditate, the more I think of you, the more I contemplate, the more I think of you, the more I meditate, the more I think of you, the more I
The brothers from the woods and the so I would be joyful and happy. Though inferior in my experience and realization, I wish to conquer mine with theirs. Though in my deepest faith and veneration, I have never been apart from you.
And I am now tortured by my need to see you. This fervent longing agonizes me. This great torment suffocates me. Pray, my precious Guru, relieve me from this torment. And I pray, my precious Guru, relieve me from this torment. The more I contemplate, the more I think of you, the more I meditate, the more I think of you.
think of you, the more I contemplate, the more I think of you.
Thank you. Wow. Amazing, powerful. Thank you very much. Okay. So now we go to this one, Marpa Loza, what he told Milarepa. We have to finish this. Yeah. He approached Milarepa, great successor. My son, why with such deep emotion? He asked. So this Marpa Loza, he asked to Milarepa, did you call to me so desperately? Why do you stagger so? Have you not in abide faith in your Guru and patron Buddha? Does the outer world attract you with disturbing thoughts? Do the worldly winds in your cave? Do fear and longing sub your strength? Have you not continuously offered service to the Guru and to the three precious ones above? Have you not dedicated your merits to sentient beings in the six realms? Have not you yourself reached that state of grace in which you can purify your sins and achieve merits? No matter what this cause, you may be certain that we will never part. Thus, for the sake of the Dharma and the welfare of sentient beings, continue your meditation. So Marpa Loza, the point he told, you have to continue practice and meditate, put more effort. So the point he have told him, if you have these obstacles, you have to go run over the obstacle, conquer the obstacle. So he gave the blessing to Milarepa. So today we finish the song of realization there. Tomorrow, the next one. Now we're going back to the Milarepa's Guru Yoga Sadhana. Guru Yoga. Guru Yoga Sadhana, page 2. Om Ain Guru Hasan Benza Hong. Om Ain Guru Hasan Benza Hong. Om Ain Guru Hasan Benza Hong. The enlightened body of Gypsy Yepadorje and my mind makes without duality, beyond elaboration, like water bubbles dissolving into water, evenly rest in the state without concepts. Jesen Yepadorje go, Ransen Tidar Nimindi, Chela Chewar Badar, Ming Ming on the Nyambar. We meditate here. By this virtue, may I safely accomplish Mahamudra. They may I establish all wandering beings without exception upping that ground. Lord Mala, laughing Varjara, to you I pray. Lord Mala, laughing Varjara, to you I pray. Tibetan. Gewan de Yorda Dai Sajai Jembo and Rubjurne, Drowa Jejang Maliba, Deya Salangu Baraju. Yemala yebai dorje lai zorwande zo. Yemala yebai dorje lai zorwande zo. Yemala yebai dorje lai zorwande zo. Next is a dedication. I'm going to share the screenshot. Dorjen Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Dharma Lord Gambopa, Pamotropa, and Lord Digompa. Please bestow upon us most auspicious blessing of all the Kaju Lamas. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience, by defeating all enemies' confusion. May all who traverse on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where this humble may arise, where this bomb is not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray the Lama may have a good health. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray that your Dharma activities suffer find a wife. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Manjushri the Vero realized ultimate state, and as did Samantha, I will follow in the path, and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the true of unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of indivisible Sangha order, may the Mary Ashe bear fruit. By the virtue collected in the three times, by my seven all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the inner rule of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teaching of Great Digompa Ranashiri, who is omniscient Lord of Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until end of the samsara. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Thanks very much, singers.
Thank you very much.
Okay, everyone enjoy.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Beautiful.
Singers came to try with all that devotion.
Thank you, Kempo. It was
We're
really
going to introduce the singers.
Inspiring.
Thank you.
Can you introduce guys?
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you, singers.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Kempo. Thank you, singers.
Thank you, Kempo. Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, Kempo.
Love you.
We love you. So beautiful.
Love you, Tala. So beautiful. Thank you.
Made me cry so much.
Hello. I'm Benny.
Hello.
Ian.
So when will you guys go record now?
Yes, really.
Hi.
Bye.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Safe, everyone. Thank you.
Come to join
Muchas
also in
gracias.
Suffocation
Hasta
Tara.
la
Welcome.
próxima.
What did you say, Kempo?
If you want to join Supplication Tara tonight, you welcome to join Supplication Tara teaching 8 p.m. East Coast time.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you.
Adios.